I would like to say you, before you're taking your precept, you determine your mind to follow the eight precept, not only words, by deeds, and try to follow the meaning of the precept. It will be better for you. Even one day, keep the eight precept is not so easy, and I think it will be better for you to follow the precept not by words, by deeds. The eighth precept, very important for human life. If there is no morality, then our life is useless. From yesterday to now, you follow the eighth precept, the eighth morality, to lead your life happy through learning and practicing the precept. Once upon a time, there was a king. He was so much rich man, but he is very holy. Even in his house, the worker, the servant also follow the eighth precept at the Upasata day, at the Sabbath day. At that time, the peasant Sambuddha was making parami, Bodhisattva parami, to become a Buddha. He was born in a poor family. He lives hand to mouth. So one day he went for a job to that house. The family called, because they follow eight precept and the very holy family, so the villagers called that the Suchi family. Then Bodhisattva went to the Suchi family for asking for a job. Then the house owner tell him, then if he can follow the precept at the Upasata day and always can follow the five precepts, then he can give him job, allow him to give the job in the family. He was Bodhisattva, so when he listened the precept about precept, he became very happy. That time he agreed with the man, and to see the holy master, he always liked to help the holy master. One day the Bodhisattva went to work, but he don't know that that day was a Sabbath day, and all the family, Suchi family, are taking precept, eight precept. Whole day after working, he came back to home. He was so hungry at that time. Then the people bring for him the food at night. Seeing the quiet, very quiet Bodhisattva was thinking, every day this time, too much crowdy, many people eat. Why today is very quiet? Every people, where are they? Then he asked one of the family member, what happening today? Then the family member replied that today is the Sabbath day and all family members are following the 8 precepts and they're remaining in 8 precepts following with meditation. Then Bodhisattva thought it's better to keep the precept. Then he went to the master, the householder. He asking to give him the 8 precepts, though he was so hungry at that time. Then he asked the householder that if he take at night the 8 precepts, is that okay for him? Then the householder say, it is half upasata. Then the result you will get half. Then Bodhisattva say, something is better than nothing. Then he take the 8 precept from the householder and remaining in his house with meditation. When the night came, Bodhisattva was so hungry at that time. Then he feel pain in his stomach. He is almost going to die. Then the householder came to him and gave him some honey juice. The householder told Bodhisattva that if you take the honey juice, it will not breaking you the precept. You take this one for your health to live. But Bodhisattva replied, if I take the half upasata precept, 8 precept, my sila is purity. I must follow the 8 precept whether I die or live. So he followed the 8 precept. Then after that he is just going to die. At that time the king of Banarasi is coming to visit the places, the holy man places. He saw, when he is going to die, he saw the king, the Banarasi king, Brahmadatta. He is dressed, well dressed with so many gold and other valuable things. Then he had a tanha, the craving to see a king. Bodhisattva had a tanha at that time to see the king. When his craving arises, he died. But he is following the precept, the power of precept and the cravings. Certainly he take born in the King Brahmadatta's wife's home, and after that he born as a prince, and when the Brahmadatta king died, he became a king. His name was Uday Kumara. Through this story, Jataka story, what we can learn? you see the result of the eighth precept can bring the power of the eighth precept can born as a king, and the cravings suddenly he born. You see how much strong the craving and the power of the. If you craving, if you desire to become a king, you cannot be unless you have the power of precept, your morality. The cravings bring us this world again and again, again and again. We don't know how much we came in this world, how many times we came, we born as a baby, and then we brought up, then we die. How many times we don't know, because we have no wisdom, spiritual wisdom. Another story I can tell you. Once upon a time there was 500 blind men who were begging at the road. Then one rich man invited them to give them everyday lunch. Then the blind men, all the 500 blind men every day go to the rich man's house and take the good food. Then the Mara came, Mara, the evil spirit. He feel jealous, and he went to the 500 blind men and tell them that today is King Varanasi Ramadatta giving a good lunch for the poor people. If you want to take the good food, come with me. So blind men cannot see. All the blind men hold their hand, and the Mara in front of them, Mara pull them out of the rich man's house. Because the 500 poor fellow, the blind fellow, have cravings. They forgot about the rich man every day give the food. They want to take the better food. Then they follow the Mara, because they didn't see the Mara. They just hold the Mara's hand and they follow him. After a few kilometers later, then when the whole day passed, because blind cannot see, when they feel very tired, the Mara brought them to a big banyan tree, and he just round the tree, and after that he told one blind man that he is going to toilet. You keep your hand with another blind man. Then they hold and they rounding around the banyan tree. The Mara left away. So all day they cannot get the food, and they also tired, and they follow the banyan tree. Like the Mara lead us the wrong way. That means our ignore mind. We are ignored. We don't know which is the right way. So we follow the wrong way, like the blind people, blind poor beggar. And for that reason, we don't know which is the better way. Then we are also rounding the banyan tree. That means the world, coming and going, coming and going. In the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, Buddha says, Yaupana bhikkhave jati pi dukkha, jara pi dukkha, maranam pi dukkha, soka parideva dukkha to, manasupaya sa pi dukkha. Apiye hi sampayo ko dukho, piye hi vipayo ko dukho. To come, to born in this world is sorrow, is sad. After born, when you brought up, then the decay come, then the disease come, then after that we have to die. It's also one kind of sorrow. And the piye hi vipayo ko dukho, when we are able to see that our dear, who is our dear to us, when they departed, we feel very sad. Sometimes we cry for them, for our parents, for our son, for our daughter, for our brother and sister. When we do not like apiye sampayoko dukho, such a man we don't like. In this world nobody like the enemy. Everybody like the friends. When the enemy come to us, then we feel very sad, we feel very sorrow. So come in this world again and again is dukkha, is sorrow. It depends on our action. In Pali we can say kamma. In Sanskrit they say karma. The action, the cause and effect. Sometimes you may see in the strike day, when the people procession, the bag, the bus, taxi, car, the bag, the glass, they throw a stone at the police. Then when they throw the stone at the police, it is the action with the cause, and he cannot bring it back, because he already threw the stone to beat the police. Then the police got hurt with the stone. His head become scratch and blood come out. This is the effect. Then also police become very angry. Action have a reaction. They begin to start beat the people, take to the prisoner. This is the cause and effect. Good action have a good result, bad action have a bad result. If you put a mango tree, it only gives you the mango fruits. You cannot expect from a mango tree a jackfruit. If you put the mango seeds and you always pray to the tree that give me a jackfruit, give me a jackfruit, it won't give you the jackfruit. It only can produce the mango fruit. Sometimes people blame the karma. They say our karma is not good, our karma is not good, that. Karma is neither love or not hate. Karma is not friend, not enemy. Buddha say, Matha yata niyam puttam ayusa eka puttam anurakhe evam pi sabba bhutasu manasam bhavaye aparimanam. This 4 lines is most important. But we recite so many times Mangala Sutta and the Karaniya Sutta. We don't follow. So it's useless to chant. For these lines, Mata Yata Niyam Puttam, Ayusa Eka Puttam Anurakhe. Even the mother saved her own child, sacrificed her own life also. Like that, to love every beings. But we do not follow. We only like our friends, our relatives. We don't like our enemy. Even when we share our merits, giving the loving kindness to others, giving the merits to others, we don't say, may my merits also get the enemy, my enemy become happy, this and that. This is the things. So reading is not important, listening is not important. What is important is practice. What you gain from practice, nobody can chase, nobody can rope. They can rope your wealth, they can rope your everything, but the people cannot take what you gain through meditation, through practice. They cannot rope your knowledge. If you want, you can share with them. To help each other, to give the Dhamma eyes is important. Some people are very selfish. Their love is very selfish. They like to share their love within their relatives, not others. Sometimes when a mosquito bites, they just beat the mosquito, kill the mosquito within a second. They didn't have a tolerance power. They didn't think before they kill. Even they cannot give a mosquito's life back. Why they kill? Why we kill the mosquito? Mosquito also have right to live in this world. After taking 5 precepts, 8 precepts, when we go to meditate, when we sit, and mosquito come to bite us, then we become very angry. We just slap it and mosquito die. One slap, one mosquito die. Then, if we do not follow precept, why we take precept? No need to take precept from monk, from me. Just follow the precept. That's enough. If you can follow one precept, you take one. If you take so many precepts but you cannot follow, it's useless. Once upon a time, one monk go to the Buddha. He asked him to become novices. Then Buddha ordained as a novice because he cannot bear 227 precepts. So he take 10 precepts. After a few days he went again. He asked for 8 precepts. Because he cannot bear the 10 precepts, cannot follow. Then he become Upasak, the 8 precept holder. After a few days later, he went again. for asking for 5 precepts. Then he took 5 precepts. After he go again later that he cannot take even bear even 5 precepts. Then Buddha gave him only 1 precept. What is that? To guard the mind. This time the Upasak is very happy. Oh, to guard the mind is very easy. He can follow. Then he follow the guard the mind. Already all precepts come through guard the mind. This mind is important. That's why Buddha say, Chetanahang bhikkhave kammang vadami. The thinking is also action, one kind of action. Through your thinking you can think many good things, you can think many bad things. You can think about many good deeds, about many bad deeds, like kusala kamma and akusala kamma, good deeds and bad deeds. For a Buddhist, for a human being, we should follow the good things. We should think about good things, not the bad deeds. How can we able to cut our cravings, cut our angerness, cut our defilements? Through meditation. Angerness. This angerness can throw a man within a second in a hell. This angerness is very dangerous. When we become angry, we have no sense that time. We are not that time a human being. We are like a beast animal. That time, because we have no thinking power at that time, well and good. When we become angry, we cannot think good and bad. We just like to destroy. You know, the human being have the superpower. They don't know what kind of power they have, but have to dig out. Have to dig out like a digging in the hill to bring the gold, to bring the coal. We have to dig our heart to find out the knowledge. You know, one kind of deer lives in jungle. It's called musk deer. When it becomes in a season, from that kind of deer, a sweet smell come from his own navel or her own navel when when she pregnant. A sweet smell coming from his navel. But she don't know that the sweet smell is coming from her own navel. She like to find out where the smell is coming out. Then she run, one jungle after one hill after another hill, one jungle after one another jungle. Run, and after she became tired, she take a rest. After that, she saw that the smell is coming from her own navel. Like our human being, everybody have power. How much power they have, they don't know. But if they can cultivate their wisdom through practice, they will be the richest man in this world. Not by the material things, by the spiritual. Many rich men are not happy because Their cravings is, there is no end of their cravings. If they today get $1,000, they want more, tomorrow 2,000. Because they are not satisfied what they have. Because they cannot control their mind, their cravings. But everybody have the power. If they practice, they can gain. Because Buddha said, Attahi Attano Natho. We are our own master. Everybody in this world is master. But everybody have the power. If they practice, they can gain. Because Buddha said, Attahi Attano Natho. We are our own master. Everybody in this world is master. And everybody is disciple. We can control our karma also. Our karma is in our hand. We are the architecture of our own action. We can do many things. We can control our mind. We can do many good things. Because we have the power. But we don't know how to cultivate it. Many people follow many methods. Some people think that if they drink so much, go to bar and drink, they can forget their sorrowness. Some people think that if they go to the disco, can become happy. It's not the true. You can happy for a short while. After when the power of intoxicate will be gone, then you will feel again the sorrowness. Of course, meditation is difficult to do, to practice, but it is not impossible. Like swimming in the current river. If you are not good swimmer, you will drop, you will sink in the river after half go away. So you have to train yourself to become a good swimmer, to swim against the current, to gain the prize, first prize. One cannot achieve anything easily. If we want something, we have to pay for it first. We have to give up some things for it. Some people meditate for a few short minutes, 15 minutes a day, and they want more benefit from that kind of meditation. It's quite impossible for them to expect more profit but do little. You can see in our life, if you work for 1 hour, you cannot expect $100 besides of $20. So some people practice, go for a retreat for 7 days. After that they coming, they forgot about meditation. They think that is enough for them. And some people meditate 1 day and then they give up for 2 days, then again 1 day. And when they meditate, they almost practice. It needs also time to concentrate our mind. They practice for half an hour. It is quite short time. It needs to concentrate to calm our mind within 30 minutes, we need 15 minutes to calm our mind. So we can meditate, able to concentrate only 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So you cannot expect, and we cannot expect so more profit from that kind of meditation. Some people meditate about their way. They don't go for master or don't go for to which will be the next step. Then they practice and they get pain in neck because they practice meditation on bending. Their backside is not erect. So they get pain. They think that meditation gives the pain. Then after that they give up. So lastly, I want to say to you, practice the four foundations of mindfulness according to Satipatthana Sutta. We can do, if we want to do anything, we have to choose any of this posture, either standing, either sitting, either lying, or either working. So contemplate on whatever you do in the present moment. This is the Satipatthana Sutta and this is the actual meditation. No need to close your eyes and sit and think other. You can do whatever you do, you can contemplate. This is the meditation. You can concentrate on what are you doing. Like a man, some man crossed the road without seeing the red signal. Then the car came and knocked. Before you cross the road, you have to see the red signal. Then you have to see whether the car is coming or not. Then you have to cross the road carefully and concentration. Some people see the other building, the highest building, and cross the road without seeing the signal. Then the car come and knock them. It's important to concentrate our mind, to control our mind, to get benefit from controlling our mind. I hope my Dhamma brother and sister know many of them, because you may listen so many Dhamma talks. Only I can say to you to practice more and more. Don't believe in words, believe in deeds. So lastly, I wish you a happy life, happy, long, prosperous. May you see the path of purification, Visuddhi Magga, to attain Nibbana, the end of sufferings. And may all beings be happy and see the end of suffering. By the fire, we can make our food, we can burn what we need. But the mistake of the fire, it can burn us, it can burn our property, it can burn our house. Some people say that why fire is burning our house, then they become very sad. It's their mistake, not mistake by the fire. Fire has the burning power, you can use it in good and bad, both of them. Fire don't know the people like Kamma. Your Kamma in your hand. If you do a good job, you will get a good result. If you do a bad job, then you will get the bad result. You cannot get the good result for bad doing. How to get rid of the Kamma? Buddha said, whole Tripitaka, if we analyze we can see whole Tripitaka in 4 lines. Sabba papasa karanam kusalasa upasampada satitta pariyodapana etam buddhanusasana. To do the good deeds, avoid the wrong deeds, and purify the mind is the all Buddha's teaching, not the present one, the previous one also. The future one will be the same teaching. Time to time Buddha comes for teach only these lines. The whole Tripitaka in 4 lines. No need to know so much. It sometimes gets us confused. One people I met in Singapore, he reads so much books. He meditates so much. I don't know whatever he meditates. After that he told me that Buddha is not perfect one. Not fully perfect. Whole night, whole day he read the books. At last he find out that Buddha is not fully perfect. That means he is more perfect than Buddha. Now he is trying to teach another religion. Like this. Because he reads so much but he doesn't practice. Buddhism is not for reading. To keep the books in the library and don't follow the precept is useless. To keep the book in the library like a fashion show. Many people know many Dhamma, but they doesn't practice. Sometimes many knowledge also confuse the people's mind. The outer knowledge, they don't have the inner knowledge. Once upon a time, there was a naughty boy. He was so naughty. He doesn't listen to his parents. One day, his parents bring him to the temple, to a monk. Then the parents told the monk that this boy is very naughty. Bhante, how can you help him? Then the Bhante told the parents, you keep the boy this temple for 5-6 days. Let me see his nature. The boy was so angry boy. After a few days, the monk takes the boy to a garden. Take to a small tree. This tree's leaves is very brittle, but very little tree. It's growing up the tree. Then the monk told the boy to take one of the leaves of that tree and chaw it, to test it. So boy followed. He took leaves from that tree and chaw it. So much bitter, he just going to vomit, and he feel very angry, and he just pull out the young tree from the ground. Then the monk asked the boy why he did so. Then the boy replied, Bhante, this tree is So young but so much bitter. Its taste is so much bitter. When it will be grow up more and more, then it will be more bitter and more bitter. So that's why I just pull it out. Then the monk advised him, little boy, in this teeny age you got so much anger. You doesn't listen to your parents. You do fight with your friends and you argue with the senior. Now your father parents have money, they can compensate it. If you destroy someone's garden, someone's property, your parents can compensate it. One day your parent will be die. Then now the people don't say anything to you because of your parents giving the compensate. Then one day will become, they will pull you like the tree, young tree you pulled now. They will pull you like this tree. Then the boy understands because his karma is ripened. Then from that day the boy become very good. So from today, you pulled out your angerness like the tree pulled out by the boy. Your cravings, your jealousness, all the bad, and cultivate. Sow the good seeds on your heart. Nobody born as a robber. Nobody born as a thief. Nobody born as a philosopher in this world. If you see a little kid come to the temple, you cannot say that one day one of them will be the robber, one day one of them will be the pilot. That's why Buddha say in Basala Sutta, no jacca vasalo hoti, no jacca hoti brahmana, kammena vasalo hoti, kammena hoti brahmana. That means by born no one is good or bad. By deeds they are good and bad. So we have to careful about our karma. What we do everyday life. For doing best, what we should follow? We should follow the dana, sila, bhavana. Like a tricycle with 3 wheels. We have to ride on a tricycle to way to Nibbana. Wheel, dana, sila and bhavana is 3 wheels. You are the rider. You have to drive that tricycle carefully. There are so many trees, there are so many caves beside the road. If you are not careful, you will fall down on the cave. And break your legs, backbone. You will never come out from the cave. This dana, sila and bhavana you have to do with right action. Then the sila, samadhi, panya will become. Suppose if you want to go to Singapore, first you have to buy the ticket to get a seat to go to Singapore. Suppose that Singapore is Nibbana. This is the Kamaloka. the KL. You want to go to the Nibbana. What is the money to buy? It's merit, the Dana Sila Bhavana merit, the Parami you feel. If your Parami is not enough, you cannot buy the ticket to Singapore. You can buy only the Johor Bahru. You cannot enter Singapore. When the TT will see your ticket, that your ticket is not enough to go to Singapore, they will not allow you to go to Singapore. They will put you in the Singapore, Johor Bahru. So no, don't think about Johor Bahru. Think about Singapore. The Johor Bahru will be on the way. It needs the savings. If you want to give some charity donation to the poor people, you have to have the money in your pocket. If you have no money, how you can give the poor people? So make merit, make parami to get rid of this cycle of rebirth, the samsara, the end of suffering. The world is burning, the sun is very hot. Come to the shade of Bodhi tree. The world is burning with angerness, jealousness and craving. Unless attain Nibbana, there is no end of suffering. So come to the shade of Bodhi tree, the knowledge, tree of knowledge. Get the wisdom to cut your defilements, to cut your angerness, cut your cravings. Grow your wisdom through meditation, through concentration. Concentrate your action. Try to do the good job, avoid the bad, and purify your mind. Then you will follow the whole Tripitaka. No need to read. Today, you are giving me chance to give the Dhamma talk. This is the great merit. You give me the chance to get merit. So I like to thank you. Also, give the Dhamma Dana. Buddha said Dhamma Danang Sabba Danang Jinati. The donation of the Dhamma is the best in this world. While you walk on your way, if you see a man without Dhamma, give him the eye of Dhamma. Share what you have. It is the best donation to open an eye. And he said, Dhamma rasang sabba rasang jinapi. The juice of the Dhamma is best juice in this world, more sweeter than the honey. How to learn it, how to get it, not from the book, by the practice. Buddha didn't take all the Tripitaka to the Buddha Gaya. If we follow the Buddha's way, he already shown to us. We have to work on it. No need to pray also. Some people pray. Too much pray. But they don't know the meaning of prayer. If some people know the meaning of prayer, but they don't apply in their everyday life. So that kind of prayer also useless. So today you follow the 8 precepts. I think you are all very well keep your precept. I am very happy to meet you here. Lastly, I wish you happy, long, prosperous life, and I pray again to you. I pray again, may you see the right way, attain Nibbana, the end of the suffering in this life, and get rid of the sufferings to attain in Nibbana, the existence of the cycle of rebirth. You like to know, eh? You try now. You try yourself. You can go to Malaysia, to Thailand. Huh? If you have passport, no matter. Yeah, I have friend because at that time I have no idea about passport or crossing the border. I have no knowledge about that. Catch because I have some friend at that time, Burmese friend. They cross me the border because my some relatives also live in Burma. Bangladesh and Burma have good relation in border side. Only a river. So Bangladesh, I traveled from the Chittagong. Chittagong is very near to Burma border. It takes me 15 days on walk, on foot. I and my friend, the Burmese friend. Yeah. Night also sometimes we work whole night. Yeah. India also same, very easy to cross. Where there is a will, there is a way. So, you, it's not impossible. For yeah, if they can catch, yeah, if they can catch, they will disturb you and they will put you in jail. After that, you come out and you wear the clothes again. Come. Yeah, 6 months. But for the if you go by Burmese friend, they will actually in that part they own the police don't ask. For the stranger is difficult because you cannot speak Burmese. If you can speak Burmese, you can enter. They will some ask you some question. If you can answer them, they will think that you are Burmese. Huh? No, cannot. Burmese. They will put you immediately in jail. Burmese are very strict. They don't care about money. The lower Burma people are too much rude. Very angry people. But the Rangoon people are too calm. Then a Buddhist by birth and they follow this and that, but they are very angry. Actually, army, because they are always fighting with the Kereng, the Kereng, the revolution with revolution Kereng. Always fighting, but they have become very, very shrewd in the border side.